Designing the We is a public service because you have founders, April DeSimone and Braden Crooks, decide to take their design career and give back to their communities, give back to communities that are brown and Black and need to be supported and need to be advanced.
They are using the historical practice of redlining and disinvestment in communities as a way to show that there's a different way to see community, there's a different way to see home ownership.
Britt and I met at Parsons. Designing the We was actually my thesis project, and after we graduated, said, hey, there's something really missing in this space of design, and what are we as practitioners, what is our agency to create something that's very, very different? And Designing the We was born.
We sometimes refer to ourselves as unlikely collaborators because we are very different. But that is why we complement each other. When we talk about designing the we talk about how does this type of difference come together to see problems from different angles, to bring different experiences and perspectives onto a situation, and begin to bring those together and do problem solving.
Growing up in the Bronx, on the forefront, or the front lines, I should say, of what it means to live in a redlined community, what it means to go through urban renewal, had a very visceral effect.
The Undesign the Redline exhibit puts redlining, urban renewal, slum clearance, these systems, right, first and foremost. It's been in church basements, and it's been in community centers, and it's been in galleries, and it's been in city halls. But in every place it goes, the intentionality is to bring people around organizing and changing and coming together.
It has forced us to think about what types of policies we are prioritizing and we are beginning to take on, whose voices are at the table, who are we hearing from, how can we challenge our current partners, and how can we develop new partnerships.
Having the exhibit allowed us to really have a conversation and begin the conversation around structural racism. And we had a concrete example to give our employees as to how policies and practices have impacted the health and lives of people and people in neighborhoods.
It was part of helping Fifth Avenue Committee tell a story. What does it mean to rezone a formerly redlined neighborhood? One of the reasons why Designing the We's approach is so important is that it's really about what is my role, what is my responsibility as a civically engaged person to help ensure that whatever policies we put in place don't have either the intended or unintended consequences that redlining has had.
I was excited about bringing Designing the We to Trenton to participate in a community design and community engagement component of our work that we were doing to create the Capital City Farm. I think Designing the We will leave a strong and solid community engaged entity that allows the voices of the people with the ability to create their own destiny.
My whole life is this work. April and I have been able to go to cities as far-flung as Dallas and Denver and Omaha and Los Angeles and meet people and start to understand what's going on in this country. How are people grappling with problems? How are they talking about them?
Every day when I get up to do this work, despite everything that's around me, is democracy. I believe in the ideologies and principles of my country. And it's easy to close my door and say it's not my problem, but because I do believe in those words, indivisible and justice for all, I feel that it's an onus on all of us to define what that means in the work that we do every single day.
Thank you again to April DeSimone and Braden Crooks for your compassion, your passion, and your dedication to this work and to your community.
We are so proud of you. We congratulate you, and we wish you all the best.